Um, my happy butt fell straight asleep. I didn't mean to. Uh, oh, it's been a long, hard day. So, we gonna keep it a little short tonight. All right, guys. Hey, Jack, what you doing? There it is. Time for the pills. Sorry I'm late, guys. It's been such a long, hard day at work. I passed out. What you doing, man? How you doing, Amber? Ooh, damn. Sorry, guys. Give me just a minute. Y'all know the spill. And if you're new here, well, I take medicine at 9:30. So, sorry, guys. Give me just a second. What's up, everybody? Hello, my Jen. How you doing, baby? I'm sorry I made you worry. I didn't mean to. I was watching a movie with my niece, and it was really boring. And she was loving it, but I was just like, and it knocked me out, guys. It put me straight to sleep. uh, yeah, she was trying to get me to watch that movie Descendants. And I wasn't getting into it. So, and I wasn't about to tell her, no, baby, I'm not going to watch it with you, So I finished it out. I tried to finish it out with her. And then next thing I know, she's like, Uncle Gator, it's almost 9:30. You're going to have to wake up to take your meds. And I'm like, oh, crap, my show, So I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little late tonight, which means the show won't be as long. I'm sorry. It's a big apology for me, guys. I know y'all are really excited about final thoughts and stuff, so I'm gonna jump straight on into it, guys. Toxic people, especially lovers, can sometimes be hard to spot. But if somebody is trying to control everything about you, or if somebody is trying to, put you down every time you turn around, if someone's trying to, make you feel less than human, or if they make you feel less than human, then these people are toxic, guys. These are people you got to get out of your life. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're your mother or your father. If they're toxic, guys, you got to cut them out as soon as you get a chance. Now, to my younger audience, it doesn't mean abandon your parents as soon as you get a chance, because most of your parents are not toxic. They're just your parents. Parents seem toxic, but they're not. Now, some of them can be. Like in the case of my own parents, they're rather neglectful, but I do love them. However, I cut them out of my life for a very long time, mainly so I could heal, so I could get back to being me instead of being this frightened, timid, do whatever you ask me to do, angry person. Which I know that that's a weird combination. That's kind of like saying that I have anxiety and depression. It happens. I'm sure y'all have all seen that old joke on here. It was a meme for the longest time. But anyway, the biggest thing that you're going to find in your life that are going to be toxic people are going to fall into two groups: friends and loved ones. Now, friends, I'm going to say, are probably going to be the largest percentage of people that could be toxic in your life. And these can be friends that'll shake your hand in 1 minute and steal from you the next, or they'll talk good to your face, then talk bad behind your back. They don't have your back. They don't care for you. They're not friends. They're toxic. That's what toxicity means. They're in it for themselves. They're not in it to see if you have a better life. They're not in it to see if they can better the friendship. They're in it to see what you can give them. They're in it to see what they can take. And these kinds of people need to be cut out of your life, guys. And sometimes these people are actually there not just to take, but to belittle and to chastise and to cut you down no matter how good you're doing, and these are toxic people, guys. Cut them out. Sometimes they're people that are influencers. Sometimes they're trying to influence you to do something you don't want to do, like drugs or alcohol or, speeding or any number of, things that you can do that are against the law, which, trust me, there's a lot of them. Your boy's even been arrested a couple of times. Yeah, I've been arrested twice. Once I was selling knives at school and I got busted. And of course, you can't have knives at school. So I got in trouble. And once was, I got busted with a pipe in Louisiana, and the cop was kind of a jerk about the situation. And I thought it was Texas law, so I was spouting out Texas penal code, and he started laughing, and I had to spend a night in jail over a pipe. So yeah, that was an incident, but that was it. Other than that, your boy hadn't done nothing to get his nose dirty, so you're all good. And I regret those two actions. I don't regret getting arrested for selling the knives. I needed the money. I regret where I was selling the knives. I should have sold them in a different location. Yeah, I should have went to a pawn shop, but my butt didn't want to wait until after school, which at the time was understandable because I was hungry. So that's why I couldn't wait till after school. But it is cold tonight. Hold on, I'm about to be grabbing me a blanket. Let me get more squared away and situated here. It's a little chilly tonight over here. There y'all are. What's up, Davey? Sounds like majority of the human race. You know, a large percentage of the people that you're going to meet in your life, and this goes for absolutely everyone, a huge percentage of people you're going to meet in your life are going to be toxic. It sucks, but it's true. Uh, they're going to, in one way or another, they're going to be toxic. And it's up to you to pick out the small handfuls, like a bird picks seeds amongst the grains, that are worth your time and effort. And trust me, there's not going to be many. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you flip the coin, there's not going to be many. Trust me. I thought there would be. I was an arrogant fool, but now I've got a huge fan basis and following, mainly you guys, and I couldn't ask for more, especially with my Jin too. She's a wonderful woman. But toxic people have ruined the way she looks at herself a lot of times. And it's because they're just rude. They're just evil, well, I wouldn't say evil. Some people are toxic just because that's their personality. To me, a toxic woman would be high maintenance because I can't afford high maintenance. So we would get in fights a lot. That would equal toxicity. A woman who expects six figures. I'm sorry, we're going to fight. I cannot make six figures. Even if I was outside of being disabled and back in the workforce, there's no way I can make six figures a year. So that me and that woman would end up having arguments that would equal to toxicity. You find toxicity everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to wake up. So I had fallen asleep sitting up. I don't know how long I'd been asleep, but it was almost the whole movie. Kids movies. Ay. And you see, people that I've surrounded myself with now are the farthest thing from toxic, because the people that I came from, my dad, he's rather toxic. Before she died, my stepmom was incredibly toxic and very judgmental. Let's see who else. Either way, long story short, a lot of judgment there, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of toxicity. And the toxicity between me and my stepmom started leading into the relationship between me and my dad, and oh, give me a second, guys. Sorry. Trying to wake up. Like I said earlier. Promise you I'm not on any drugs or anything, guys. I'm just sleepy and tired. It's been a long, hard day. Got the last of that wood burned. We're gonna have us a video over me clearing out some of the lawn back in the back so y'all can see how I do it. Um, let's see what else. I'm all scatterbrained. Right, back to the toxic people. But having a toxic person in your life is like having a dog that you made aggressive. Everything will be fine at one point until you make that dog angry. And then that dog's going to turn on you. And then what are you going to do? All you got is just an angry dog. And stitches, more than likely. But when it comes down to toxic people, you can lose more than just a little bit of blood and some skin. When it comes down to toxic people, you can lose homes, you can lose loved ones, you can lose hours of your life, days, years off your life, even if you don't learn how to get rid of them soon enough or how to spot them. Sometimes toxic people can have the best of intentions. They could be like, hey man, I just need some help. And they show up all too often. They talk to you all too often, and you sit back and you look at their, actions and how they are and what kind of person they are. And that will tell you in droves how much the average person makes. Sorry, I was trying to think about how to word that. But yeah, you'll get to see just how much the average person makes. It's retarded there. And I'm sorry if I'm off track. I'm still a little tired. Still trying to wake up. It's really hard, especially now that I've taken my sleep aids. But anyway, see what toxic people can also be found in a work environment. Guys, these are people that is really hard to get away from. If you have a toxic person in your work environment, depending on the toxicity level, and depending on how they're being toxic and who they are, most of the time it's people in a higher up position. But if they're in a lower position and they're arguing and screaming with you, trying to get you to do stuff they want you to do, and damn good and well that's their job, that's a toxic person. You need to stay away from them. You need to make them get their job done. When you're made to feel like a maid instead of a human being, or feel like a piece of property, like a rosy android off of Jetsons, that somebody can just command to do whatever you want. That's not true. That's not who you are, guys. That's not who anybody is. That is never who anyone wants to be. You want to be yourself. You want to be free. You want to be happy. You want to be surrounded by those who love you. And you can't do that if you accidentally end up surrounding yourself with toxic people, because they're going to keep being toxic. They're going to keep doing what they do. And so I think it's best to let those people go. That's why I asked my moderators. There's anybody in here that's a moderator. If y'all see someone make a rude comment or something like that, get them on out of here. because it's not fair to the rest of everybody else. Put them in timeout for a little while. If they come back and they continue to be rude, then get them out. If not, let me know and I will. Because there's no reason to come into anywhere like my home or anyone else's home and disrespect it. Guys, that's a toxic move. That's what people who just don't care about the law or anything like that, that's what they do. And quite frankly, I believe that the law is what we need to change in a way to try to help maybe regulate some of the toxicity. I'm not talking about change the law to where you have to tell people what to do. Change the law to where, if someone is being toxic in your life and you ask them to go multiple times, you should be able to, after a certain amount of times, go to small claims court over it. But they're not going to do that. They're not. But toxic people are toxic people, man. They're just there. It's like trolls. They're hard to get rid of. And they're just going to do nothing but hurt you, and I have a lot of experience with toxic human beings. That's why I talk about them so much. Because unlike other channels, I tell the truth and I tell the hard truth. You guys know this. You guys know how I am and what I am and the way I am. It bugs me to hear these people using lies to talk to their loved ones. See, how big of a number of people do you think in your life are going to do something to hurt you? There's going to be a few. How many people in your life do you think are going to do it on purpose? There's going to be more. And guys, the easiest thing to do is to just find a way to get away from these people. If you can't do it soon because they're family, as soon as possible. But don't do it in a rude way. Don't just be like, you're a toxic, evil son of a gun, because nobody wants that thrown in their face. What you can easily do is just be like, look, you're not working out for me. I'm not working out for you. Or if they're a family member, just be like, look, I don't like you. You don't like me. We love each other, but doesn't mean we have to like each other. And, you move on. It's really not hard. But a lot of people can't seem to grasp that concept, man. A lot of people can't seem to figure that out. And I don't know, it kind of bothers me in a way that toxic women are starting to become a fad to have around. But to be fair, I don't want no toxic woman in my life to make your life harder. I don't want no toxic person in my life. And that's why I removed them all. And my friend circle is very, very small. And it'll stay that way because of that very philosophy. You know, I'll go on ahead and do something real quick before we go to get off of here because I got about 5 minutes left. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still falling clear into sleep and I am fighting it like crazy. It's my medication. It does this to me, knocks me out. So I figured I'd give y'all some final thoughts. But yeah, as far as like the family goes, though, unless they're direct family, just don't hang out with them. If they're a cousin, don't call, don't go over to your uncle's house. If they're yeah, that's pretty much it. But you know, you gotta worry about them. And guys can end up being as toxic as women can. Everybody talks about men having to go through hell, but I'm here to tell you that some ladies go through hell too, guys. Some of you guys put our women through absolute shit. And if I can get my animal some happiness because I did something for it, that's great. Yeah, I do need some shut eye. I'm gonna be getting off of here in just a few minutes, and I'm probably gonna go straight to bed, guys. I don't really feel good, but not in a bad way. I worked my butt off today, guys. I'm tired. I am exhausted, so I apologize if tonight's final thoughts isn't all that great. I'll probably revisit toxic people later on, but for right now, I'm just in and out of consciousness, and it's really hard to speak with you guys and have a decent conversation, because all my body wants to do is go to sleep. Feel like the Hulk, feel like Tony Stark when he was fighting the Hulk. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. It's a funny thing how the brain can work sometimes. Because, my counselor is great, but my psychiatrist is toxic because she pours pills down my throat. She ups the dosage every time she gets a chance. And when she does that, it makes me all kinds messed up. But you know what? I'm all right. I'm okay today. It's just made me really badly want a nap. But I thank you for your concern so much. Yeah, she was worried I had a seizure earlier. My Jen was. Because I had straight up passed out. But no, my phone was across the room on the charger so I could talk to you guys. And I fell asleep sitting up. I was literally like this. And I was just snoring. Just a snoring. Oh, boo-boos. My boo-boos, my babies, my friends, my knights. Your boy is exhausted. I came on here because I love you guys. I can't do without you guys. But yeah, I am definitely tired to boot. But it really isn't going to be much longer before the show's over. So thank you guys for joining. Sorry it was a short episode tonight. I'll revisit this topic. I really will. It's just, she put me to sleep with that boring, what the heck kind of show is this musical crud? And I'm not knocking any girl who likes Descendants, but for boys or guys, not our show, guys. Not our show. I heard Netflix did a pretty good job with it. I just haven't watched it. But they remade a show back in the day that's supposed to be pretty good. And unfortunately, the characters in it were actually considered toxic in a way because of the way that they dressed. You know, it was a rather inappropriate way, and little girls were supposed to watch this show. So it made it rather disrespectful, and it made it a rather toxic show. So they canceled it rather quick. I'm not going to name the show because I don't want to make anybody upset. But, guys, we hit about a half an hour, guys. And I love you guys. And I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm sorry it was so dull this night. I couldn't help it. I was passing out. I still am. This is your boy signing out. Remember, love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind and always find a way to help everybody. Check you later. See you next time out in the swamp.